Banished from Earth Classic Game Room broadcasts from the Intergalactic Space Arcade on its never-ending mission to review everything. Welcome to Classic Game Room, where it's always fun to blow things up with airplanes, especially on the Sega Master System. This is G-LOC Air Battle from 1991. You've taken too much damage and have destroyed a multi-million-dollar airplane. How do you feel now? Also, you're dead, so probably not too good. Yeah! Make those enemy planes pay for their sins. Don't you dare confuse this game with Afterburner. This is G-LOC Air Battle, also from Sega, on the Sega Master System, which is like the spiritual successor to Afterburner. This reminds me a lot of a Sega Genesis game called Air Diver, because you're gonna play through these fun levels, blowing up everything in your path, and then encounter an end boss who needs to be destroyed, because that's what you do with end bosses. And get this, after each level, depending on how well you do, you're going to restock your missiles, you can add more time, repair your airplane. G-LOC Air Battle is really good. This is a fun game. Oh snap, some enemy airplanes just got behind me, but I avoided them because I'm G-LOC-tastic. Now, you gotta admit, this is a good-looking game that plays well on the 8-bit Master System. G-LOC is right up there with Afterburner and the excellent Top Gun on NES. Except without that really irritating landing sequence. Here's the end boss. Now, one of the keys to making it through G-LOC is shooting down all of the missiles and also conserving your missiles. That way you don't have to buy so many of them, you can buy extra time, because in the later levels you have to shoot down more airplanes in a certain amount of time. So after you get pretty good at the game, it's not likely you're going to get shot down by the enemies, because in the end, the trick is just to fly up and down. That really confuses them. The hard part is blowing all of them up in time, especially when you have to shoot down like 35 of them during a level. You will want to plan ahead and buy some extra time, so G-LOC is actually a bit of a strategy game as well as an arcade-style flight action game. In fact, this was originally released to the arcades by Sega in 1990. This is a 1991 release for the Master System. I think it looks great. It's not as good as the flight games on Sega Genesis, but the music's not bad for the Master System. There's a good sense of motion, the controls aren't too bad, and it has a really cool cover featuring an F-16. One of my favorite planes that, sadly, I don't have yet. It won't fit in the garage. The music and sound effects definitely struggle for airtime, but given the hardware limitations, I think this is an excellent flight action game. Highly recommended for the Master System if you're collecting, and I have a classic game room shout out and thank you to send all the way to Mark from Rangeville in Toowoomba, Queensland, Australia. Thank you very much, Mark, and I like that it still has the Video Easy rental sticker on it. Did you just rent the game and then send it here? Because that's awesome. I should learn to use my guns more because I keep running out of missiles, which in the end means I run out of time because I don't buy any more of it. So G-LOC does have some pretty good challenge in there. And it's a fun game. Highly recommended for your Sega Master System.